Listen, guys, no camera is going to be able to show you how beautiful this looks on OLED. This is Gears 5 map, Sarah Connor, and look how beautiful this looks on OLED. And I'm watching it from the side, like I'm like from like 90 degrees on the left, and just look how beautiful it looks. And then imagine how beautiful the Death Stranding is gonna look on the OLED. Look, I know there's a mini LEDs, and listen, mini LEDs, that's fine. It's a better, I guess, it's a nice improvement, a decent improvement over the full array big diodes. They're using mini LEDs. Now they're using mini LEDs instead of bigger LEDs, full arrays, that they did previously. It's still a backlit, but it has mini LEDs that's going to help with the contrast, and I think you're going to get much better contrast ratio than what you currently have with the QLED here. So it's a good step up for TCL, but I think micro LEDs, it's where we truly gonna have a true competitor to compete with the OLED. Like I said, this is just something that you really can achieve with LCD, LED backlit. The OLED, it's something that you have to experience, guys. It's something that you have to see, that you have to try out. Me, I happen to have QLED and OLED and a bunch of other, televisions. So I can see the difference right away, and I can tell the difference right away. So the only way this happens is if you actually try it out for yourself. Go to Magnolia, tell them to hook up a console or something, tell them to show you some demos. That's why they're there, to help you out. Okay, to convince you. Their job is to convince you to sell you something. And I'm sure they're gonna give you some demos for you to try it out. Okay? Again, my camera here, it's really not doing a jack shit. This is something you have to see in person. I mean, it's really kind of hard to describe this unless you actually see it in person. And here I am from an angle. I'm watching this from an angle. I purposely am not doing it like this from the center. I'm doing it like this from an angle because I want you to see this from an angle. And again, the camera cannot show you what I'm actually seeing. This is all glass in. It has a glass. And that's the beauty about the E series. It has this all glass in to protect the screen. It makes it a bit heavier, but it also makes it look like it's floating, and it also protects the screen, and that's why there's a reflection. But believe me, when you see this in person, you're gonna just you're gonna see the difference right away, dude. You are going to see the difference right away. I'm telling you, okay. And again, I'm not doing it justice here with camera. The camera, it's like Vincent Tio says, the camera cannot depict to what I'm seeing here in person. You'll just have to trust me that, yes, I know you were worried about the burn-in, guys, but here I am. 9 months in, almost 10 months. I haven't had any issues with this OLED. And I've been using this OLED. I've been testing this OLED righteously, like non-stop. I've been testing, and I haven't had any issues, and I haven't had any problems. So, I don't know what else to tell you. I also didn't have any problems with the QLEDs. Just so everybody understands, there was no issues with the QLED either. And I haven't had any issues with the OLED. I'm not saying that you can have some problems. Sure, you could. But it also depends on how you take care of your TV. I've taken some precautions so that way the television goes to a standby mode when I'm not using it, and there's other things you can do to prevent potentially some kind of a retention or possibly a burn-in, which I haven't experienced yet here. So anywho, there you have it, guys. I hope this video gives you a little glimpse on what do I mean by when I say that it's just, at the moment, it's simply impossible for any liquid crystal display to come close to OLED. Micro LEDs, it's something that we can potentially see a true competitor, but micro LEDs is still behind the closed doors. Mini LEDs, it's a good how do I say this? It's a decent upgrade to LCD. You know, it's gonna give you a better contrast ratio, but you're not gonna get this type of a contrast ratio. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I'll talk more about the mini LEDs as the time goes by. Okay, but don't expect mini LEDs to replace the OLED. What mini LEDs are gonna do, they're gonna give you a better contrast ratio than what you already have on your LEDs, full array LEDs, bigger LED diodes that they're behind the LCD panel. Okay. Okay, I don't have time right now to explain all of that to you. Just remember this: the original the original diodes that are here on this television are a bit bigger. All right, the ones they're going to be using on the mini LED are going to be tiny little diodes. That will help with a better contrast ratio and better black levels. But how better, we'll find out. We'll see. Okay, but you're not going to get this type of a black levels, all right? So it's just, don't dream about that. That ain't going to happen. I just want to tell you right now. If you are thinking about, oh, maybe I'm going to get those type of black levels, no, you will not. Because you're still using LEDs. You're still using, there's still light going through the photon light is going through those diodes into the LCD, and the LCD it's reflecting to what you're seeing. All right. So, anywho, there you have it. There you go. Yes, this is the Xbox One X Enhanced, and this is the E8 OLED. All right, from an angle.